3, 2, 1. What is that? Bouncing off of your windshield there, Colleen, in Beverly, Massachusetts. That was called Graupel. That's kind of ice. It falls in a cloud, then it goes back up, and it turns into thicker ice, and it comes down like styrofoam, mixed with snowflakes on the windshield, right there in Beverly, Massachusetts. Yeah, it's right there. That is Boston in the background. We've got Halloween in the rearview mirror. We've got the turn the clocks back in the rearview mirror, so that's why the sun's going down here just at 4 o'clock here. And I'd like to officially declare ski season back open. This is today at Jay Peak. Now, you didn't get lift serve skiing, but there was a lot of hiking going on. And of course, Vec and the crowd out there. How many people did you see, Vec? 15, 20 people? Vec also, TK buddy, sent us some video that we have almost exclusive. And thank you very much. He says he hiked up and it was maybe about 12 inches up near the summit, but that's fresh. It's been snowing off and on now for a week. And we've had snow on top of snow on top of snow. That is, it snowed, it didn't melt, then it snowed again, it didn't melt, and then it snowed again, it didn't melt. Now it is going to rain tomorrow. There's a little front coming in here, but I think, tomorrow being Friday, November 7th, and we're going to have lift serve skiing is my prediction. The Killington Open. Is Killington open? This is the snow gun shot I got just a few minutes ago here late on our Thursday, and it looks like good coverage. They said it was a little colder, a little longer than they thought, so I think we have opening day for lift serve skiing also. Now, there are raindrops in our Friday night forecast. There's a front that goes by with minimal melting, though. I think it's going to be raining off and on a little bit late Friday into early Saturday, but then Saturday, another cold front's going to settle south, and we're going to have another system coming in over the weekend, which again, looks like it may ride a little bit to the north with another rain-snow mix on Sunday night, but then on Monday, we're going to have the polar plunge. We've got sort of a wayward polar vortex digging down into the southeastern United States, and that's going to send energy up the East Coast, and whether that's a snowstorm or just upslope snow is tough to say, but why don't we use the GFS? I like this. Now that hurricane season is gone, I use the GFS a lot more, and I use this for sort of short-term snowfall forecasting. And when you look at that connection from the Pacific Ocean, it's a parade of storms off the Pacific Ocean. Look at that snow in southwestern Canada. Of course, those mountains go up about 12,000 feet. If we had 12,000-foot mountains, that's what we'd be getting too. But you see that strip of snow coming right across North Dakota, and then across the Great Lakes, and then winding up into the high country, all the way up and down the Appalachian Trail. There may be actually snow down to the mountains of western North Carolina, as there was earlier in the week. And then if you stop it out at about day 10, what is this now? About Sunday, the 15th or 16th of November. In the next 10 days, we are expecting beaucoup amounts of upslope snow, especially from Whiteface to Jay Peak may come in with another couple feet of snow next week. And then look at Quebec, just underneath that purple glacier. So we're going from what was an extreme drought in northern New England. It's just started raining a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and now we've had rain with snow on top of it. So the ground is getting saturated, and hopefully the ground is freezing at a similar rate that the snow is accumulating. And we had snow all the way down to the lower elevations today at Sugarloaf and Sugar Bush and Saddleback, so some hiking going on. So not only do I want to do a snowcast, I also want to do a winter forecast. Now, I've been looking at some things. Who's talking about sunspots? I hear everyone talking about QBO and NAO and North Atlantic Oscillation, which is nice. It's going negative again. And then PDO, Pacific Decadal Oscillation, all that. But what about just your hunch, your feelings, and these sunspots? In the sunspots, there's a correlation between very active sunspot solar peak in 1947, and then Blue Hill had more than 125 inches of snow the next winter. And then also in 2014, there was a sunspot spike, and then the next winter we set a record at 150 inches of snow. So if you look at that, and the amount of snow at the Mount Mansfield snow stake is 14 inches, and that's an estimate. This is an image from this morning. Somebody hiked up there to the snow stake, and so I did a little research on what it means at the Mount Mansfield snow stake. And the last time we had more snow than this on November 5 and 6 was 18 inches in 2006. That melted down to 0 on Thanksgiving, and then it was an okay winter. So what else? Let's see. In 1998, we had 10 inches of snow by this time, and it turned into a decent winter and a great May. And what other year? 1976, we had a foot of snow on the ground on November 6th in 1976, and it turned into a great winter when we had 60 inches plus snow depth from January 10th to April 25. So I'm going on the record here as saying we are going to have a great winter. And who doesn't say that when we're starting the winter with such great enthusiasm? And I'm glad you tuned into this, and there's going to be a lot more to come. And now hopefully we'll see you this weekend, the Country Snow Expo here. Country Ski and Sports putting on their snow show for free parking. And it starts on Saturday and goes through Tuesday, November 11th. Hope to see you there. See you on the slopes.